Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be talking to you guys all about how I completely changed my diet, my lifestyle over the past 30 days. It's been a little like 35 days or so, but I'm just gonna be sharing my experience of it. So I started the ketogenic diet. The keto diet is basically high fat, low carb. So just think basically you're cutting carbs and sugar is essentially what you're doing. So it's pretty much completely changed my entire diet from what it used to be. I used to be a total carb addict. When I would eat out, I would literally just eat like bread, pastas, tortillas. Like I could not go a meal without eating carbs. So this has definitely been a huge change for me. This video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about not so much the diet itself, because there's so much information out there. If you wanna research the diet, or maybe you're here because you've already heard about it, but there's so much information out there if you really wanna know like the science and all that kind of stuff behind the actual diet itself. I'm just gonna be sharing my experience being a carb addict, going from basically 100 to 0. I'm gonna share how I'm feeling, what I'm eating, different changes that I've been noticing, and then also some before and after photos, which it's a very tough thing to share before and after photos, especially like, you know, so straight on. But I thought it was important to show like a transformation. I really want people to see like what it could look like. And the reason why I started this was because I put on a few pounds. My clothes weren't fitting really well anymore, and I just wasn't feeling that great about myself. I just decided at that point that I needed a change. I was like, you know what, I need to do something here. So what I decided to do was start working out more. And I was already training 3 days a week with a trainer. I was getting really good workouts in, but on top of that, I was like, oh, let me just go do 2 to 3 days of like really intense cardio. So I started Orange Theory Fitness. I liked doing it, but I realized it was like, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden something just clicked in my head. I was literally trying to out exercise my diet. I just decided, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do something really serious and look at my diet and see what I can change with my diet. And there's a lot of people that were doing the keto diet personally that I know. Also, Christy, Raw Beauty Christy on YouTube. She was one of the videos that I watched when I was deciding if I wanted to start doing it or not. She's been a great resource for me. Thank you, Christy. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this diet because it's very black and white in terms of what you can and can't eat. And I feel like I needed something like that, something that was very strict, because I've done like the lean diet so many times. I call it the fitness diet for some reason. I feel like all the fitness people do it. It's like very lean meat and lots of vegetables and like the good carbs, like brown rice, sweet potatoes, stuff like that. I've done that diet several times on and off for the past few years. It's hard. It's really hard to do because I was so hungry all the time. I was just always hungry. So coming up in this video, I'm gonna be sharing all my experiences with you guys from the past 30 days. It's just something I wanted to do. I did my own research, kind of figured it out, and I've been listening to my body along the way as well. And then of course at the end, I'm gonna be sharing my results in depth, how I feel, what I think about it, and if I'm gonna keep doing it. I guess that's most important, right? If am I gonna keep doing it or am I gonna stop? All right, you guys, today is Saturday, April 14th. This is day 3 on the keto diet. So the first day, I was totally fine. I had bacon and eggs for breakfast. I had like a grilled chicken salad for lunch, and then I had steak and broccoli for dinner, and I was fine. I was surprised that I wasn't craving anything. So day 1 was fine. It wasn't hard. It was pretty easy. I ate what I needed to eat, and I slept pretty well that night. The next day that I woke up, I had training, so I went to my workout. And that's one thing I wish I didn't do that, because they do say, I've read a lot of different places that you're supposed to take it easy working out. Like you're not supposed to work out a lot in the beginning because your energy is gonna be so low when your body's adjusting. So I went to my workout and we did heavy weights that day. And honestly, thinking back, I don't even remember the workout. Like I was so dizzy, so lightheaded. I should have stopped, but I didn't. Like I haven't felt that nauseous in a long time. And when we got back, the thought of eating breakfast just made me want to throw up. Literally the idea of eating any protein, whether it was meat or eggs, like I was just actually started getting a little like, and I was getting the chills, like everything you could think of that you would have when you have like the actual flu was what I was feeling. But I ended up throwing down some breakfast and I felt totally fine after that. Like I didn't feel like I had the flu anymore. Throughout the rest of the day yesterday, I just felt a little bit more tired. My brain didn't feel as in tune with everything as it normally does. I just felt kind of like slow. Went to bed last night feeling a little weird, like my insides felt a little shaky. Like I think if I held my hand out, it would probably be like that. But I didn't feel like the need to eat anything sugary. And then I woke up a couple times in the middle of the night like needing water, like slamming water as if I was drinking the night before or something. So that was weird. And by the way, I've been drinking like 3 liters of water a day, which is a lot. So I've been drinking a ton of water, but this morning I woke up and I felt so sick. The thought of eating like eggs, any type of meat, the thought of eating anything made me nauseous. I was shaking, I had the chills, I felt so nauseous, and I was just like, okay, you can get through this. And John made some scrambled eggs with some ham in it, and I ate it and I felt instantly better. Now it's like halfway through the day, I feel fine. I just feel like kind of mentally like I'm dragging, but I don't feel hungry. So I'm trying to let my body adjust right now. I'm trying to take it slow, not push myself too hard for the first few days. This is probably the longest check-in that I'll have because it was the first 3 days. But I wanted to give you guys like the deets on day 1, 2, and 3, what that was like for me. Being a super carb addict, I am incredibly surprised at how much I'm not craving them. Because there are times before, like 11 o'clock at night, John and I are like, ooh, let's have peanut butter and jelly sandwich or like something like that. While I'm not having the cravings, I can tell my body is missing something and I just want to fix it. It doesn't make me want to eat like bread or something sweet, but I can tell I'm missing something. So I bought some bone broth. I heard that's really good to drink. It helps replace electrolytes and sodium. Here is the bone broth that a lot of sites and people recommend to drink while on keto. It sounds weird. The fact that it's bone broth kind of freaks me out, but you know, it's kind of funny. It says how to enjoy, and it said enjoy like you would a cup of tea. What? But the food hasn't been so bad. It's been pretty good. A lot of salads with the dressing. The great part is that you can eat dressing without the guilt, like ranch or blue cheese, because I love blue cheese dressing. So that is my check-in for now. Wish me luck on not having flu symptoms tomorrow morning, and I will check back in with you guys very soon.
Oh, here we go.
How are you feeling?
Weak.
Day 3.
Weak.
Do you feel like you're craving carbs or sugar?
No. My brain feels like
Like you need something?
I need something, but I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
I feel kind of stupid.
I feel stupid too. Look at your cool new Apple Watch.
Thanks, dog. I'm just trying to monitor my lifestyle. I tried this app called Breathe. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It reminds you to breathe. Very LA.
Find your practice. Day 4.
Let's hear it.
Do you still love me on day 4? I ordered some ketosis test strips from Amazon. It's just like a random brand that I picked. It's a urine test and it tells you if you're in ketosis, how many ketones are in your urine. I was like up in here and John was just a step lower than me. You just don't want it as bad, John.
I think women probably have more ketones.
No.
Ketone levels.
No. Anyway, we had dinner. We had carnitas tacos without tortillas. It was pretty good, huh?
It was fucking popular.
Yeah, it was good. And now I'm craving a little bit of sweet, so I'm gonna make a chocolate peanut butter smoothie. This is unsweetened cocoa, PB2. This does have like 2 grams of sugar, which I don't think will kill me, and stevia. It's a very simple recipe. If you are used to not drinking super sweet, this will be easy for you. If you are, this might taste weird. Just saying, but it's pretty good. This is day 5 on keto, day 1 of shooting with Lowe's.
Oh, that's all I did. I was gonna say, some people will watch it.
Doing okay. Did not get keto flu yesterday or today, so I'm feeling better about that. I've been drinking my broth, but look at this. Look what's here right now. This is what's getting me. So it's snacks for the team, and I'm eating pistachios. You get to a point where you're in too deep and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna do that because it's gonna start me all over again. So that's like the good thing about this meal plan is you can't have like little mini cheat moments because it'll set you back all the way. Keto, day 6. Look at, she's staring at the food. How are you feeling today? You're tired today.
I'm dead.
He's dead. He's actually gonna yell at me if I keep talking to him, so. This is our food today. Tacos, no tortilla. We got some carnitas, onion, cilantro, avocado, and cheese. Zoe approves. This is day 7, John. Keto day 7. We're having eggs Benedict with no English muffin, bacon, and avocado. I know I haven't been getting enough veggies. I realized that today, and I was not in the mood to eat meat this evening. So I made literally just mushrooms and broccoli sauteed in butter, garlic, salt and pepper. Correction, my mom showed me how she makes this because she makes really good mushrooms, and I was like, Mom, Show me how you do that. Preparing my dog's chicken and rice because they get to eat rice. You know, I'm actually craving this. I would eat this right now. So I believe today's day 8. I just had my first workout since day 2 that I started. I was letting my body rest, kind of adjust a little bit before I started getting back into it. I did cardio and there was a little bit of weight in there, and I noticed I seemed to be doing okay. It was just when it was the weight part that I got a little bit dizzy and a little bit lightheaded, and it wasn't really heavy weight. And it was like that for like the first circuit, and then after that, once I got into the second circuit, it was running, medicine ball slams, and some deadlifts. I felt pretty good. I actually had a lot of energy. I still have a lot of energy right now, and it's 8:30 at night. It's going pretty good. I have some things I want to show you guys. I got some new packages that came in today. These are keto ingredients, so I can do some keto baking. Am I skeptical? 100%. I don't really think that I have a big sweet tooth. I don't really crave like cookies, cakes, pies, things like that. But I've noticed since I've been on this, I've been thinking more about sweets than I have like pastas and breads. When I think about pastas and breads and stuff like that, I think I would like to eat it because it would make eating a lot easier. Like, oh, if I could just wrap this with a tortilla, that would be so great, so convenient. I've noticed I've been craving more sugars, like fruit. I've been craving fruit a lot, but also like chocolate peanut butter. Like a Reese's peanut butter cup would be really good for me right now. Anyway, so I looked up some recipes, like keto-friendly baking recipes. I ordered some off Amazon. So I'm not sure how this is gonna go in terms of baking. I'm not much of a baker. Baking is very precise. That's more my mom's thing, so I'm hoping she'll come over and help me. So I got 2 or 3 recipes. One of them is for lemon poppy seed muffins, which I love lemon poppy seed muffins. They're so good. Those, and then also chocolate peanut butter bars. Let me show you the picture because the picture looks insane. Here's this one. Keto lemon poppy seed muffins. We'll see how those taste. The things I would do to a lemon poppy seed muffin right now. Check out these bars. I'm like, I really hope they taste as good as they look. I want to share a couple of the ingredients that I got. This is Swerve, the ultimate sugar replacement granular. This is so you can bake with it. And this is Confectioner's Swerve. Oh, it feels like a liquid. Sugar-free chocolate. Doesn't seem right. And almond flour, I guess this is what they use to bake. I've also seen coconut flour, but I heard almond flour is a little bit easier to use, so that's why I grabbed this one. Golden flaxseed meal. I don't even know what golden flaxseed meal is, but I know I need it for the recipe. And this is erythritol, great for reduced calorie, sugar-free recipes. Sounds kind of sus. Oh. Turbo, this is for you. This has nothing to do with keto, but I ordered Turbo a in-training vest. That way people don't pet her when we're out. She's going through something right now, but anyway, it's cute, right? You're gonna have to excuse me because it's very, very early right now. It's about 5 a.m. We are traveling for our first time on keto, so I wanted to share with you guys, I prepped because I get really hungry on the flight. We're flying to New York. It's about, what, 5 hours?
Fuck, dude. You asking me questions right now? Are you
It's-
talking to me this whole time?
I didn't want to fail, so I prepped a lot. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm bringing on the plane with me. Let me prep you here. There's a lot of snacks in here. I didn't know what mood I'm gonna be in. I just wanted to have all options, and then I can adjust later on. Okay. So I have some pistachios. This is definitely more than 1 serving, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. Almonds, almond butter, raspberries, blackberries, some sunflower seeds. These are egg cups that I make at home. They're eggs, bacon, bell pepper, cheese, and then this is some brie and salami. So I've got a lot of different things going on, but I figure this way I won't be setting myself up for failure.
We're walking to a bodega to get some cucumbers and random snacks in case we die.
It's always the hardest thing when I travel. I never get enough veggies, like at any time, not even on keto. So I like to get some at the store and just eat it raw and then raw.
So what are you on the hunt for?
Cucumber, green bell pepper, I need a lemon.
You just put them in the raw cart, huh? Are you concerned at all about the ban on, like, romaine?
If you talk about romaine lettuce one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Katie, they had all your snacks up in there. How'd you
Tiny
do
pretzels, tiny hot dogs,
it? Tiny pretzels, tiny hot dogs,
tiny pizzas.
But you stayed strong. You kept it
I don't
keto.
feel strong. I feel kind of weak.
You kept it strong, honey. We're proud of you.
So the one thing I'm noticing with keto is that I am very dumb
throughout 90% of the day. The rest of the 10% of the day, I'm hyper-focused. So I'm wondering if that's a trade-off. Is it worth it? Do I get enough done in that 10% of the day to make it worth being dumb for 90%? I bought a $20 meal the other day and I couldn't figure out how to add the tip. That's the life that I'm living now. Follow-up example, some girls just walked up to me and asked where Desi was. And I couldn't think of an answer for that question. I almost called her with them to ask where she was. That's how dumb I am right now.
Wrapping up our trip to New York, just wanted to recap, traveling while on keto is not easy. I feel like I didn't really eat that much this week, especially there's a recall on romaine. So all lettuce is kind of iffy right now, so salads were kind of tough. To sum it up,
You can travel on keto.
you can. For me, it was very hard. I didn't really enjoy any of my food this week, but I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to going home and having some salad, just tons of vegetables. All right, you guys, I have some updates. After New York that week, I felt great. When I got home, I got to eat. When I'm home, I can control what I eat and it's not hard. Like I'm like, okay, I can eat this, 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 and this. So much easier eating at home than eating out. When I'm eating out, I feel like, oh, this is all stuff I can't eat, if that makes sense. So it just makes it mentally harder. It's still totally possible, very doable, but mentally it's just more challenging that way. And one thing that really puts something into perspective, we ordered some room service and instead of saying like, oh, no bun on the burger and blah, 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 we just ordered it as it came and kind of pulled everything off when it got to the room. And when we pulled all the carbs off of our plates, it was literally this mound of just like plain food that was on a plate, just carbs only. It was like French fries, the bun, and then like potato chips, like the house-made potato chips were in there. And it was just this mound of food. And John was like, can you imagine if you ate all that? Because I would have eaten all that and probably not the other stuff, like the old me. The way that I used to eat, I would just eat the potatoes, the French fries, the chips, and then the bread. That's like how I used to eat before. So that was kind of interesting for me to see that, kind of put it into perspective. Seeing everything on one plate and knowing that there's not really any nutritional value in there is kind of like, whoa. Also, the week after New York, that's when I really started to feel a lot slimmer that week. Like in all my clothes, I felt like everything was just fitting a lot better. Not that I was going down sizes in clothes, but the clothes that I already had were just fitting better. There was some space in my jeans that wasn't pouring over the top anymore. My bras in the back, normally I have a lot. If you guys wear bras, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about in the back where it squeezes. Things squeezed out of the back. I noticed that was just getting flatter, and it's stuff like that where it just kind of happens all at once and you're like, oh wait, what? So that was really exciting. And then the moment that I messed up, which I didn't mess up on my diet, but we went to Santa Barbara and I ate totally perfect keto when I was out there, but I did party like a college kid one night and that really messed me up. Drinking on keto is one thing I wanted to talk about. So there are some alcohols that are obviously not loaded with sugar, so hard liquor. So I was drinking tequila and just limes, right? Just tequila straight. And you know, things got a little crazy. You know that feeling after you drink, like the next morning, you're like, oh, I just need like a breakfast burrito or carbs or potatoes or something like that. I felt so empty, like I needed carbs or something to put in my body. Obviously, I definitely I went a little too far. I partied a little too hard and I have never felt worse in my entire life than I did the next morning. It was by far one of the worst hangovers I have ever had. I didn't feel sick or like nauseous or anything like that. I just felt so empty inside. Be careful, your body does not respond the same to alcohol, or at least my body did not respond the same to alcohol like it used to. So just keep that in mind. If you drink, just be careful. I wasn't at home, so I didn't have my bone broth. By the way, I switched my bone broth. I'll show you guys what I use now. I've been drinking that a lot and it's been helping a lot with my electrolytes. So I wish I had that with me because I think that would have helped out a lot. So that being said, after that hangover, it was, like I'm standing now because I'm stressed just thinking about it. After that hangover, that week was not so good for me. It was like 3 days after I got back home to really like get back into it, adjust. So I'm just throwing it out there. It took me a long time to feel good again. Keto day 18. Woo!
We're all feeling it.
Here we go. We're having shrimp, cauliflower, fried rice, and a wedge. We're on our way to a birthday party, and we're gonna show you guys how we eat keto at a party. Traveling on keto has gotten easier for me. It really just depends on where I eat, obviously, and if the food's good. If the food's good, it's not so bad, but I'll show you how we eat at a party.
Peer pressure, it's not gonna get to us.
Not today. What do we have here?
We have tacos, pork, chicken, and steak.
Ooh, pork. Looks good. All right, I'm doing no tortillas.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do pork and beef. Thank you.
Can I have 3 tacos? That's good.
And then you have the
Ooh, look at you making
You
a
like
Chipotle
it?
bowl.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
You see that, girl? How is it?
It's really good.
Do you miss your tortillas?
I mean, seeing them eat a cheese quesadilla.
It's hard.
Like, shit, man.
That's my
What are you doing? What are you doing?
So that is pretty much everything that's happened over the past month. I am figuring it out as I go. I'm listening to my body. What do I need? I know I need more veggies. Eating less protein, eating more fat, and eating more veggies is just like this whole thing that you have to get used to. It's just different. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's literally taken me 30 days to get to just this point where I am right now, where I can kind of figure out what I need more of, what I need less of. Definitely still in the learning stages myself, but since I started this, I have felt the most dramatic difference in my body than anything else that I've done in the past. The first week I think I was down 5 pounds. I'll show you guys my weight chart here. I don't really pay too much attention to weight or like my number on the scale. I really just did it to kind of track progress. I don't really have like a goal weight in mind or anything like that. It's really just how I feel in clothes and how I just feel in general. But overall, I lost a total of 8 pounds. It still kind of fluctuates a pound or two back and forth in a month, which I thought was like pretty crazy. I slimmed down in areas that were impossible for me to slim down in before. I was really surprised, and that actually motivated me to keep going because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually seeing a difference in that area. So I'm gonna show you guys a before and after, which I already get really uncomfortable just thinking about. Please be nice to me. So am I gonna continue to do this? It's very funny because when I first proposed this idea to John, I did not think he would be on board. He's literally the kind of person that's like, no, this is my life. I like to eat. I wanna be happy. Don't talk to me. Don't at me. But I told him and he was like, you know what, let's do it. He was down. I think he was at a point where he wanted to really make a change too. So we did it together. That makes all the difference in the world. Me, John, and my mom all doing it together has really helped out. Like we can help each other out and keep each other motivated. But he is the one that's like, nope, this is my lifestyle now. Like I'm not going back. He is the one that first said he was not going back. I don't know. It's weird because even when I think about when would I don't know when because I feel so dedicated to this right now. It's going to have to be really worth it though. I'll tell you that. It's gonna have to be really good because the changes that I've been feeling and the way that I have been feeling, I feel so much more confident. I think it's had a really good positive impact on me. I'm definitely gonna keep going on it. I feel great. I am way more productive now. Like there are times where I'm so hyper productive, I don't even know who I am. I used to have a really hard time maintaining focus. I would be all over the place, very scattered. It's funny because it happened in spurts and John talked about it in the video, but in the beginning, it's like, you're so slow 80% of the day, but then there's this one like 2-hour period where you're just like hyper focused. Those periods get longer and longer and longer, which is amazing. It's been very helpful for me, especially with how bad I was at focusing before. I just want to let you know, it seems impossible, it seems crazy, it seems ridiculous, it seems stupid, but it's been so worth it for me, and I'm so glad that I did it, and I'm so glad that there's people around me that did it before me, so that way I could be like, you know what, I can do this too. I think that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm sure I forgot something, but I'm going to be all up in the comments after I post this video if you guys have any questions or anything more specific you wanted to ask me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts. We'll be in the comments down below. Thanks for listening, and I will see you guys in my next video.